Kate dazzled as she headed this morning to Noah Hill High School in Harrow, Greater London. This school has been taking part in a research project run by Oxford University looking at how key principles of early childhood development could be embedded in students. The Duchess of Cambridge joined a Year 8 science lesson, where she brushed up on her knowledge of neuroscience and the importance of early childhood development. After taking part in activities with the teenagers, Kate said she found the children's enthusiasm and engagement inspiring. Before leaving the classroom, the Duchess thanked the students she worked with. She also suggested to the students to keep up with their efforts and to keep discussing the topic of early learning with their friends, before branding their work super impressive. This visit was strictly linked to Kate's work on the early years and how challenges in later life such as addiction, poor mental health and family breakdown can have their roots in the earliest years in someone's life. The Duchess of Cambridge started her work focused on early childhood a decade ago, collaborating with relevant charities and working behind the scenes to deepen her knowledge. In May 2018, she launched a steering group to investigate the link between childhood experiences and adult behavior. And in January 2020 she launched a successful nationwide poll asking Britons to share their thoughts on the early years and the impact experiences made in the first 5 years of life can have on the development of adults. The results of this survey were then paired up with case studies and further research and presented during a virtual forum hosted by the Royal Foundation. Kate provided the keynote speech at the event, during which she clarified her interest in the early years did not stem from motherhood. She said, "While of course I care hugely about their start in life, this ultimately sells the issue short. Parenthood isn't a prerequisite for understanding the importance of the early years. If we only expect people to take an interest in the early years when they have children, we are not only too late for them, we are underestimating the huge role others can play in shaping our most formative years too." Kate's work on the early childhood culminated in the launch this spring of the Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood, created to drive awareness of and action on the extraordinary impact of the early years, in order to transform society for generations to come. Moreover, the Duchess of Cambridge co-penned an op-ed with the US First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, on the subject of the early years. They wrote on the CNN website, "As we look to a post-pandemic future, there are few issues more worthy of our attention than the transformative power of early childhood care and education for our communities and nations." Kate's trip to Harrow this morning comes just hours after it was claimed the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge may be barring the BBC from airing a yet-to-be-announced Christmas Carol concert. More to follow.